Welcome to Season 2 of America's Racing Club, brought to you by Zeus Gaming League. We're at Round 1, Watkins Glen. The season starts yet again, leading off with, of course, none other than SorJarwai, followed by Sassafras, Alvarez Dummy, FlowTech, Uncle Pants, Atsgrier, SweetSugaBallz. And of course, this year we come with even more racers on the grid with Larrie, Coelho, Gritty, Jean Gerard, Chip Reese, Pottymouth, and alucidwolf. We're going to stay on lap 1 for our first highlight. We see Sassafras, Alvarez, and Dummy heading into the inner loop. The tricky bus chicane. Sassafras hits the brakes early. Dummy goes by. Alvarez goes by, hits the grass with auto control, and Sassafras, garage of return 5, the outer loop, grabbing onto third, while Dummy continues on in second. We're going to fail lap 1 again, but heading back to key 1 at the back of the pack. Odie and Gritty turning together with Chip Reese trailing slightly behind. Little bit of a bump from behind there, but no damage, no foul, as Odie holds on to 11th, Gritty 12th, and the pack moving into the bus chicane. Very exciting to see this small pack of drivers causing mayhem already on turn 1. Still on turn 1, we get around the toe into the boot with Odie and Pottymouth fighting it out. Pottymouth taking the inside. He missed qualifying, started last for this race, already making his way up the standings. Pottymouth, very talented driver, making his way into the America Racing Club again this year. Still map 1, we see alucidwolf, Chip Reese, and Gritty heading around the heel, turn 8 going into turn 9, and Chip Reese takes the lead in that Alfa Romeo 155 that we saw Sassafras driving all last season. New twist for America's Racing Club. We have singular manufacturers for two-person teams. See alucidwolf with the same livery on the Renault as Sassafras, as well has the same livery. Heading into lap 2, we see the pack of 3 drivers, Alvarez, Atsgrier, and SweetSugaBallz, who is not on the team but still driving the Porsche, heading into the bus stop chicane. SweetSugaBallz backs out as Alvarez takes the spot up into 7th, and seeing Uncle Pants got to hold off Atsgrier going down the chute heading into turn 6. Let's see where this goes. Still map 2 moving up into the pack. See Sassafras and Atsgrier fighting it out. Heading out of turn 11, going on the front straight. Sassafras drifting as Alvarez tries to pop the inside 2. Sassafras braking late, taking turn 1. Heading into that 5th spot. Alvarez also taking the spot away from Atsgrier as he brakes and follows through a little bit more cleanly in the Corvette that him and Odie are sharing for the AMATERASU Racing Team. And this is Pottymouth, as I said, going through the bus stop chicane, but goes a little wild. In 11th, he's driving the 4C Alfa Romeo, as opposed to his teammate from VPR, Chip Reese, and there he is, thankfully braking enough so that there is not an accident with the 2 teammates. That would have been a terrible way to start off. Moving forward to lap 4, Pottymouth yet again picking on Odie in his Corvette, going down the back straight, heading into the bus stop chicane. This is going to be a popular spot all race long for passing opportunities. Pottymouth holds it smoothly, going through down into the chute. Here we are on lap 4, Coelho chasing down Larrie, who was on a very conservative strategy for this race, doing a one-stopper, Coelho getting by him. But Larrie is not going to let it go that easily. Still trying to maintain his spot, even though he is on that more conservative strategy in his McLaren. Here we go to lap 5. Aaron Greer with the slight toe on SweetSugaBallz. Heading into the bus stop chicane, battling it out for 7th, 8th. Oh, and there is way too much contact there from Aaron Greer, who moves on. SweetSugaBallz pushed off the side of the road. Hopefully not too much damage for the two drivers. Okay, now we see some strategies playing out. Dummy and SorJarwai and FlowTech all heading into the pits on mediums on lap 7. That means they're looking at a 2-stopper. Same with sassafras. Aaron Greer taking the lead moving forward. Larrie as well. As I said before, I'm a conservative strategy. Let's see how this plays out. Now on lap 7, Dumby catching up to Chip Reese, who was also skipping the pits on this past lap. On the pitting opportunity. Moving into 3rd, Chip Reese taking 4th. Still map 7, we see SorJarwai now catching up to Chip Reese, taking back that 4th spot from him as he moves up. We see Aaron Greer enter the pits, lasting one more lap than the other race leaders. Let's see how this plays out. Hopefully not too uncomfortably. Moving forward to lap 8, Sassafras, Uncle Pants, and Gritty all heading down into the toe. Going into turn 7, Uncle Pants takes the inside, Sassafras takes the inside. Gritty having a hard time holding on there, which makes sense. I think he still stayed out. Before, let's move forward now and stay with these two drivers, Sassafras and Uncle Pants. Heading into turn 1, Sassafras takes the inside. Will he break early? Will he break me? Sassafras pulling through on the inside, but Uncle Pants not giving up. Heading down into the back straight, turns 3 and 4. Can they fight it out? Seems like Sassafras has this one, holding on to 6th place with Uncle Pants in 7th. Uncle Pants this season teaming up with Dummy and the Aston Martins. Here we go, getting potty enough, getting wild, but one more time going into the bus stop chicane, but holds it together. But still giving opportunity possibly to SweetSugaBallz in the Porsche Cayman. Can he take advantage of the situation? It seems like he cannot. Potty mouth taking that inside position going into turn 6, heading out of the chute. Let's see if they can hold it together. Moving forward still on lap 8, we see Potty Mouth catching up now to Aaron and Greer, and SweetSugaBallz in the rear. Potty Mouth taking that inside turn on a hill of boot on lap 8. Moving through quite confidently. Again, folks, Potty Mouth is not there to be at the back of this pack. He just happened to show up late. And we are on map 10, Larrie holding onto that pop spot and losing it, unfortunately, to Dummy. He still has yet to pit. The conservative strategy, will it hold him through until the end of the race? He may not be yet fighting for those very top spots, but this strategy could keep him at the top of the middle pack. We see here at lap 11, staying on the hards, refueling, dropping down to 6th. By this point, 7th, 8th. SweetSugaBallz goes in to pit. Larry's gonna come out. How will it play out? Everyone else has one more pit to go. Larry's gonna stay out there. It's gonna be a good strategy on his part. Still staying with Potty Mouth, lap 11, chasing down Uncle Pants, going for that 6th spot. Ray moved his way halfway up the leaderboard as he takes that easy inside turn. Uncle Pants going wide. Very clean and tidy on Body Mouth's part. Giving a demonstration on how you can still make an impact even if you're disqualifying. Okay, here is our second set of pits. Dumbing SorJarwai, lap 13 going into 14. Stopping for the mediums. Filling up considerably with fuel. Sassafras following in after that. FlowTech following in after that. PITTIES as well on the softs. Wow, that's really showing itself in his rise of the standings. Uncle Pan's also heading in on the hards. Very tough for him in the Aston. Okay, lap 13. Heading back to Odie and Chip Reese, who were on each other for a good portion of this race. Odie turning the 1 second penalty. Chip Reese on fresh tires as opposed to the last highlights. Turning it through on the final turn 11, heading into the front straight. Odie goes into the pits. Let's see how that plays out. Larrie now catching up to A. Coelho, getting his position back. Conservative. I think Matty is going to try to take that position. Racing on those hards, possibly fuel saving slightly. Fourth and fifth, moving forward now. Here we are on lap 15, heading into turn 1. Sassafras riding right behind A. Coelho, snapping to the outside of turn 2, going into 3 and 4. Neck and neck. S. Alvarez also right behind it. So it's going to be another set of 3 drivers heading into the bus stop chicane. It looks like it is. Alvarez wants none of it. He slides in behind A. Coelho. Sassafras takes the tight inside line. A. Coelho makes it through 4, 5, and 6. They're going to hold their positions. Thankfully, no accidents there. Very respectful driving from all these drivers. Very impressive for a field of 15 drivers to maintain this level of safety. Here we go again. Potty Mouth unapologetically taking 5th place from S. Alvarez, going very tightly through turn 1. Those softs are really paying off. Now ending up behind Larrie, chasing him down. Bit of a toe going behind him, heading into the back straight. S. Alvarez also right behind Potty Mouth. Who's going to take the line? S. Alvarez goes in, Mary goes in. Barry comes out cleanly, thankfully. 4th place. 5th for S. Alvarez. Potty Mouth also taking advantage, taking the outside line, heading down the chute, heading into turn 7. FlowTech not giving up either. These drivers are switching places, like passing cups around at a beer pong party. FlowTech now taking that 5th spot solidly. Literally laughing in his rear view, watching these drivers switch places. They are heading down the boot, heading into the heel. S. Alvarez taking that inside line. Drive moving out just to get a little bit of extra space on the track. Potty Mouth staying behind. Wow, this is a whole single lap of tight racing. Again, still sticking with this set of drivers. Starting lap 18. Once again, S. Alvarez, FlowTech. Potty Mouth going slightly wide there. Larrie not giving up either. Did everyone make it cleanly with no track penalties? Now it looks like FlowTech picked up a half a second. S. Alvarez in the lead in 4th. FlowTech 5th. Larrie 6th. Potty Mouth in 7th, but taking the inside line, heading down into the bus stop chicane. What will happen with these drivers? It's almost too much to take. Here we sit in with S. Alvarez, falling behind with Larrie, lap 17. This was the previous action that we saw. Now in with Potty Mouth, watching Larrie. FlowTech watching these drivers heading into that section before taking the inside behind, passing the two drivers very close right there, heading down the chute 6, and now heading into the toe 7. This can be a tricky turn there, but Potty Mouth takes the inside. We can see him gripping on that inside curve there. That's what the sauce can do to you. S. Alvarez not giving up his Corvette with the straight line speed that the 4C can't quite match. But again, taking that tighter line out of the turn. You can see S. Alvarez going way outside, Potty Mouth taking the inside, just pulling through that turn, while the other drivers are forced to go wide, giving up meter after meter of track. Next, they're turning down on 10, heading down 11th. Truly quite the battle happening between these drivers. And now FlowTech going down the front straight, heading into turn 1, going neck and neck with Larry. McLaren, Toyota, who's gonna make it? We shall see. Now we're heading forward from 18 to 19. These drivers still battling it out. 3, 4, 5, and 6 all at stake here. Potty Mouth and S. Alvarez with a little bit of contact, but Potty Mouth coming out ahead, grabbing that third spot. S. Alvarez picking up the unfortunate penalty with such close driving. How much will he drop when he hits the line? Quite unfortunate. Okay, let's see where this can possibly end. Hitting the bus stop chicane. Potty Mouth still holding up front. S. Alvarez going wide. FlowTech with some questionable tactics there, bouncing around like a pinball. Larry grabbing a toe from him, moving up in the 5th. Alvarez in the 6th, dropping down already before the penalty and served. Quite unfortunate. And now going into final turn on 19. FlowTech, hits the wall. Larry going around and easily. Uncle Pants getting position. S. Alvarez getting position. FlowTech falls to 17th. Can Aaron Greer also take advantage? Heading through turn 1, S. Alvarez now catching up to Uncle Pants, who found himself in this mix as well. And now going down. Turn 4 onto the back straight, heading to the bus stop chicane. When they're doing forward yet again. Heading on to the back series of turns on map 20. Larry, Uncle Pants, S. Alvarez going through the Aston Martin verse to Corvette. Can the Corvette pull through, catching up Uncle Pants? Last turn, very tidy, no accidents there. A bit of a toe. I don't think there's enough room on the track to get around him, and he cannot. Just barely stops the attack. But here we see our race winner, SorJarwai, wedding it quite amazing. 20 laps for the SLS. Trust us, he is not happy to be in this vehicle, despite the gold position. First place, Sassafras in second in the Renault Mayenne Trophy. We see Potty Mouth getting positions. Larry in 4th. Boy, did that conservative strategy pay off for him. Uncle Pants 5th. S. Alvarez 6th. Aaron Greer 7th. FlowTech 8th. That was a rough last lap for him. alucidwolf finishing 9th. In the other Renault, De Coelho Chip Reese from behind in the rest of the pack. Quite a very dramatic race. Thank you again, everybody, for joining America's Racing Club. We'll see you next week from Red Bull Ring in our Group 3 cars at night. Thank you again, everyone. We will see you back here again soon.